know that.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate talks about it. I have the clip.
Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah, we can show the clip.
She actually wrote about you.
Yeah, she wrote in her book
Kamala
about us. Yeah.
Harris just admitted in her new book that I was one of the reasons she lost. And I've been saying for a very long time that the reason the liberals and the Democrats have been trying to put me in jail is because I can affect elections. And now Kamala's saying, yes, Andrew wasn't in jail. So he's one of the reasons why I lost the election. Read her book. She says it herself.
I'll get the excerpt for you guys. I have it somewhere.
Gotcha.
Wait. He mentions you.
Yeah, he made like a couple videos on it. I have the excerpt right here. So it goes, and this is a book she just released too. I think she's doing a book sign.
Right, she's doing a book tour.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to get my book signed. I'm gonna go with my outfit on.
Myron now.
I have a outfit.
With the girls?
Yeah, I got one, and the glasses, all that.
Here's Tate mentioning you.
Okay.
So we're going to try and bring on Myron now because Myron is also a real realist. Because Myron is...
Well, one, he's late. So if that doesn't prove to you that he's a real... Just say it, you know? Let's take the evidence that's presented in front of us. You're calling him a real... He's late.
He's supposed to say
Yeah.
He helped Kamala.
They're British.
fail.
They don't know better.
So Kamala knows him by name, which is so gangster. It's so gangster. Kamala's sitting there in bed at night talking to her husband.
Do you remember,
Andrew Tate is
Who's
my games.
Yeah.
wait,
Bro,
do you
bitch.
remember Kamala's fake accents?
Here, I'll read it for you guys. So it goes,
Okay.
pundits speak about the Brovo, the frat boy flank. I don't think of them in those reductive terms. Instead, I think about these young voters coming of age during COVID, unnaturally isolated, their lives lonely when they should have been at their most social. At the very moment their world should have been widening, it had contracted. For some, the voices that filled the void belong to Andrew Tate, Myron Gaines, and others who grab attention with get-rich fitness content, then deliver arguments that feminism is damaging to masculinity and women need to know their place.
Wow.
So, you know, basically we took the young guy's vote, right? Because I was campaigning really hard for Trump in 2024, which I don't regret my vote still.
Yeah,
I don't like
don't
what he did
either.
with Israel, but I still think that we're way better off. And he's done quite a bit being in for 10 months, ending all these wars, signing
Right.
200 executive orders,
Yeah. Mhm.
you know, immigration enforcing it. Like, you know, I think he's done a great job with the immigration. So, yeah, you guys all know me. She's out the office and back in the kitchen, out the White House and in the kitchen. So, but yeah, dude, no, apparently she's going to run again though. So we'll see what happens.
She's like the worst candidate ever.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be a dumb move.
They'd be better off with News. I think it's going to be between Newsom, AOC, or maybe Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to probably be the Democratic nominee. But I'll say this: if JD Vance runs against Newsom, bro, we might lose, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like Newsom is
Yeah,
a
'cause
good
of women.
politician. Yeah,
'Cause of
dude.
women.
Yeah,
Right.
Newsom is a good politician. He doesn't do shit. California's a failed state.
Right.
But the fact that he's governor proves that he's a good politician. That would be lying and all kinds of shit. And you know, they asked him about AIPAC like 2 weeks ago.
What do you say?
He was like, "Oh, that's interesting," and he just like kept saying it's interesting.
I didn't see that.
Bro, yeah. He was like Mike Tyson. You know, bro, bobbing and weaving, nobody knows what to
Right.
do. He's like, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, you know, AIPAC. Yeah, it's just so interesting.
He would be the logical choice.
Yeah, I think.
Governor of California. He
I
would
think,
be-
yeah, if anything, even though he's been like a monumental failure and everything.
I got that clip.
You got the clip? Yeah,
Oh,
it's
let's see
hilarious,
it.
bro.
I vote for a candidate that takes $1 from AIPAC.
It's interesting. It's interesting. I haven't thought about AIPAC. And it's interesting. You're like the first to bring up AIPAC in years, which is interesting.
Oh my God.
Why did I say that? Not relevant to my day-to-day life,
Okay.
which is just interesting.
Listen.
It's interesting you say that. JPAC perhaps more. but
JPAC.
less and less.
JPAC.
Which is just interesting.
What's interesting about it?
Back.
It's just interesting as you bring up AIPAC that it hasn't been part of. I'm just reflecting quite openly and honestly. Hasn't been part of the day-to-day.
Yeah. The only
Yeah, because he said, I'm not going to vote for anyone that takes $1 from AIPAC. And he, bro, I'm telling you, that was some work, right?
Right,
Like that
right.
nigga ducking and weaving and, you know. It's just not something I think about day to day.
How about you? Because I'm on the fence right now. I really not hate Democrats. I really disapprove of Democrats.
Okay.
But I really disapprove AIPAC funding Republican Party, and that's a big issue with
Yeah.
Republicans. Are you considering not voting next election?
It depends on who runs. I think with Trump, it was do or die, bro. Like it was like, and now we have the proof. YouTube admitted, we censored people because of Biden. You know what I mean? Like we were all going to be cooked, if Biden got back in.
So much censorship on Facebook.
Oh, dude. And I'll tell you this, dude. I think we all have to vote Republican for the rest of our lives, and I'll tell you why.
I would never vote Democrat ever again.
And here's the thing. Even if we don't like the Republican candidate, we might have to vote, and I'll tell you why. If a Democrat gets in, we're all cooked. Because Trump has indicted 5 of his enemies in the past month, right? Letitia James, mortgage fraud. John Bolton, espionage. Well, basically classified national defense information. Who else just got indicted? James Comey, right? I think Schiff is next.
Yeah.
Right? They're definitely going to go after him.
Yeah.
They're probably going to go after Jack Smith. So they started this lawfare against Trump.
Yeah.
Now he's retaliating, even though he denies it in interviews. Like, oh, no, I'm not. Every person that's going to get indicted. Come on, man. Guys been telling, hey, we got him. All right, let's go. Very nice. So I think if the Democrats get back in, they're going after everybody. They're going after the politicians. They're going to go after his cabinet, and they're going to go after all the influencers on the right wing that endorsed him. That's what I think. Because I think they're starting to wake up. Normies are starting to wake up, and people in D.C. that influencers have a lot of pull.
They openly admitted to that. I forget who. I remember I did a post. I forget who said it, but they said when we regain power. I forget the politician said, but we're going after everybody to support him and the people that his influence.
Oh, yeah.
They openly say that.
They started this lawfare. Trump is retaliating. If a Democrat ever gets back in, we're all cooked. And I'll tell you why, too. The last election in 2024 proved unequivocally that influencers have more motion and pull than traditional celebrities. And I don't think we've ever been in this time where someone like a Taylor Swift or a Beyonce or a LeBron James, A-list celebrities with millions of followers.
Right.
They don't have as much juice as streamers when it comes to influencing things. Right. They might be more famous. Right. They might be more known worldwide. But influencers are the ones that are actually able to get people to go out and vote because they're able to influence them, because people can relate more to an Aiden Ross than to a LeBron James. Right. People can relate more to me than to, a Beyonce or a Taylor Swift or, some other A-list actor. Because
they pulled everybody to woodwork. Oprah, everybody came out. And
everybody
still
came.
Lost
and she lost by, So that proved to me, Trump on one side, it's like a crazy experiment, an A/B experiment. Right. Trump does Aiden Ross. He does influencers. He does regular podcasts. Kamala does no regular podcasts except for Call Her Daddy. He does Rogan. He does all these people.
That was whack.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and that was her base anyway. Yeah. All the people that watch the podcast are going to vote for you anyway. You need to go on adversarial platforms, dummy. I think her not doing Rogan her up.
Yeah.
Right? And it was only an hour.
Got totally destroyed on Rogan.
Yeah. Oh, you got to come to me and shit. What do you think this is?
I don't fault her for not going on because that was a suicide mission.
Yeah, but that goes to show how out of touch the Democrats were. So what ended up? So she lost the election, and what this election proved is that you can't rely on endorsements from A-list celebs anymore to actually get people to go out there and vote for you.
Yeah, it's a waste of money.
It's a big waste of money.
Cardi B, that is crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Who listens to Cardi B? You got to be brain dead to listen to her. She's still trying to dabble. Glorilla. It's like she's still trying to dabble in politics. She said, hey, I tried to tell you Trump supporters. Now look, they taking y'all SNAP benefits like Trump supporters is on welfare.
Yeah.
All these people complain about, hey, they took my SNAP benefits. I have not seen one Trump supporter complain about it.
No.
Not one.
Nope. It's always...
Yeah.
And the SNAP benefits that he took, he didn't even really take it. It's like you just need to show proof that you work to get it. You have to show a certain amount of hours. It's like, God forbid you got to work a little bit, Jamal. Yeah. That's what it is, man. So that election proved that influencers absolutely have sauce. So I think if Democrats get back in, they're going to go after every big right-winger to some degree because they know that these guys sway elections. Right. And as far as the censorship now, dude, there's no way that they're going to let this fly. People like me, Candace, Nick, Tucker, something is going to come down. You guys, all the big platforms that are critical of Israel, especially in the right wing, they're going to do something, dude. I don't know when it's going to happen or how, but I just don't foresee them allowing us to be able to have this type of speech where we're openly criticizing Israel that much longer. And Levin called for it. Yeah, we're going to censor.
Yeah, openly in front of everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't give. And they don't have shame for saying that shit either. Yeah. Ben Shapiro kind of dances around it. Oh, well, I don't think people should be deplatformed, blah, blah. But, dude, there'd be nothing better for them than people being deplatformed because it's an unwinnable position. There's a reason why Ben will never get in and talk to a Nick Fuentes and have this discussion. It's an indefensible position.
You know what I would love to see? Mark Levin and Nick Fuentes.
I'd love to see that too. Yeah, I'd love to see it. So I'd love to see Nick versus Ben Shapiro, right? And I think at this point, he spent 10 years, doing everything to destroy his career. And now the tables have turned. Do the debate, Ben. Prove to us why we need to support Israel. Prove to us why we need to,
Why do you think, Charlie Kirk, I remember there's a clip of him showing faked it and got on his show and asked him a question once you.
Oh, they always do that to him. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I wonder, why do you think they avoid Nick like he's the plague?
Yeah, precisely. No, they're afraid of him. And the thing is this, right? So with him, it's one thing to say it's.
Yeah.
It's another thing to say it's. Let me tell you why and who.
Right.
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 Because when you just say, and this is why with me even, like, I'm very specific when I talk about certain things, right? Like when we're talking about the dance show, that
you tell us why.
I'll tell you why, and I'll also give other people, right? Like a lot of people kill JFK. Yes, that's true to a part, but there are multiple people that were involved in that conspiracy too. So like with Nick, the reason why they're so scared of him is because not only does he call out the power structure and who's involved, he knows the names and how they're linked. He knows who backs them. He knows what organizations they're a part of. He knows who they're involved with, etc. So that's very dangerous because politicians thrive on you not knowing how they're funded and how they do things.
Right.
Right. And they thrive on you not understanding that a lot of these think tanks are run by, dual allegiance in the right wing, and how the donors that donate with obviously a purpose, like the Adelsons showing up to the White House more than other people. So that is why he's dangerous, because he doesn't just say they actually like it when you're autistic. But once you start naming people and showing the links, that's when you become dangerous. And I think that's why they've done everything in their power to keep him out and keep him contained. But now that he's broken containment, it proves that censorship unfortunately works to a degree, right? Because they kept them censored for so long. But once people are able to hear their information, what happens?
Right.
Now
Change
people are
your
questioning
opinion.
everything. They're questioning World War II. They're questioning, they're questioning, it's like
Top
everyone,
eight.
top eight. They're questioning everything because now, and I made a tweet about this, it's going viral right now. I said, look, if they could deny a genocide to our faces in 4K, right? And as they do it, right, sending Hezbollah agents from PragerU and shit like idiots saying, oh, look, all the food here, they're not starving them. Niggas not in Gaza, they are starving them. You talk about your dumb monkey ass over here taking pictures with the spoiled food. That proves that they're not feeding them. But, they're doing all this bullshit, right? They're doing a genocide in 4K. We all watched it, right? Thank God for Twitter and all these alternate platforms. They're denying it. If you guys have the gall to lie to us about this when it's in front of our eyes, what else have you lied about?